Alright, time for me to get this over with.
Emoji Marball started his YouTube career way before I did back in July 23, 2016. He would upload plush videos before he would shift to his modern formatted commentaries, which are pure dog shit. Speaking of content, like I mentioned before, his content is quantity over quality, meaning he posts a fuck ton. Most of his content is essentially proof he cannot handle hate or constructive criticism at all, and
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop your fucking lying.
Like I mentioned earlier, in some of his content, he makes some pretty outlandish takes. Here's a couple of examples of some of his outlandish content.
Why are you now brining up one of my disdowned commentaries now? You are starting to become a past bringer right now.
You get the point already, but basically trolls and actual people who give him constructive criticism live rent-free in his head. The same could be applied to Foxy to Fox 110. The fact that he supports the fact that criminals should be forgiven is honestly fucking terrifying, and one thing that I fear for my life in general. I hope Emoji Marbles never becomes president in the future, because I will take a one-way ticket to another country never to return again.
It's not like I was planning to become president anyways, so your dream comes true, but I do hope I become a famous person. But how about you look at this?
Again, why would you shit on my boy's dicks? Must be consumed because all he's trying to do is give you constructive criticism, and yet every single time you, as well as Foxy to Fox 110 and Sean the Backyardigans and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse fan, Rant House coming soon on him in a separate video by the way, play the victim card every time.
Do you even know what playing the victim card looks like? Plus I will admit about a year ago I did do it once, and it will soon be nearly 2 years ago, but still, that was from the past.
Unrelated, but the game on screen is Mega Dimension Neptunia Victory 2. I would highly recommend it over this Battle for Dream Island bullshit that—
Wow, way to go for bashing my opinion on Battle for Dream Island, plus I don't have to be into that game.
These little mentally ill minors that I wish the Phonos would have—
Stop right there, user. I know what you are doing. You are sending someone a death threat. You know death threats are heartless, and you can go to jail for this. Whatever. Let's skip this death threat and move on.
Anyways, let's move on to the fanbase of his. His fanbase is equivalent of to basically an average Twitter user who gets offended over every single fucking thing possible, and I actually do mean that seriously. Foxy to Fox 110 actually supports a racist named Squealy J. Airhorn,
I don't really know much about that person, but at least it's better than I don't know, calling underage characters hot.
Actually said the N-word, as well as that Sean guy we mentioned earlier. So basically, imagine someone who takes the double standards of Twitter users very seriously and cries and complains when they're being called out.
Okay, what?
His community tab is complete AIDS, which I would rather have AIDS than look at his community tab, which is more cringy than looking at Garbage Human 2.0 on Instagram.
Ha 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 ha. You're actually using my nickname?
Hey, shut up! It's a habit!
Ha ha he 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 ha ha ha.
Stop laughing! It's not that funny!
I sure do hate living in a clown world where rejecting criticism is normalized. If you even bother watching this content, I can tolerate your opinion on this user, as I would advise watching some actual great content like Rev Says Dasa instead of—
You know what, I'll just end it right here.